What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cheatham Street Relics. Thought I'd take you for a little ride through the country here in West Tennessee. Got the day off, so I'm just out. Gonna make a few stops, see if we can buy a few things for resale and some things to keep. I do collect a variety of items too, so I collect a lot of gas and oil stuff and some license plates and so forth. But anyway, I thought I'd take you on a little ride through the country here, these old two-lane back roads. Nice and peaceful just to get out and ride on a day off. But I was going to tell you about, I don't always post my videos in any kind of order, but the last video I did, I talked about, as far as reselling, I talked about some of the stuff we buy. And I was talking about license plates, and I was telling you about the the plates I bought a couple weeks ago that were a lot of them were like trucking companies out I think of Indiana. I believe most of them were. And I was telling you I think I bought 21 plates, and I think I bought just about all the trucking company plates that they had. I think total there was 21 plates. Most of them were the trucking company plates, and then I guess they would have went on like truck trailers or whatever. But they're cool plates because they got the company's name. One was like Eagle Logistics, JB Hunt, USA Trucks, so just different companies. And then there were a few other oddball plates that I picked up too. The reason I got them mainly was they were $2 a piece. And like I said on a previous video, I think I bought 21 plates, so right around 45, 42, $45 total. And as of right now, I've sold, and I said this on the video too, at the time I sold just one of those for $50 plus shipping. Sold another one for $20 plus shipping. Uh, I sold one for $8 plus shipping, and then one for $5 plus shipping. And then today, this morning, I actually sold another one for $50 plus shipping. So uh, still got quite a few plates left, and the money is rolling in. So doing really well on these particular plates. Some of them you do good on, some of them you don't. I kind of know what's going to sell, what's not. And I pick them up. Like I said, if I can pick them up for typically you can find plates anywhere from $1 to $5 or $10 a piece. Uh, when I can get them, like I said, for $2 a piece, if they're decent plates, something like, especially like the specialty plates like that, I'm going to grab them. Obviously, I knew they would. I knew they would bring more than $2 a piece. I knew they was going to bring $50 a piece, but that's kind of on a not really an auction, Facebook auction group. It's basically a deal or no deal group, and what that is, you post the photos and description, and then people basically just make offers on there. And if somebody offers $10, if you don't want to accept $10, you just say no deal. Uh, and the next person offers 20, 25, or whatever, and if that's something you're willing to accept for it, then you say deal, and then you sold the plate. Not like an auction where I'm on some auction groups on there too, where basically you post your item up, and you have an end date and starting bid, and then at the end of that auction, whatever it goes for, it goes for. So, but the deal or no deal, I kind of like that because you're not binding to take to accept the offer. So that's a pretty good little deal there. But I'm gonna get out today, and we'll see if we can find any more items. And I've been buying and selling and collecting too gas and oil stuff for many years. The a lot of people collect a lot of different things. Uh, I mean, matchbooks, toys, signs, oil cans, a lot of different things that people collect. And that's just what I named off there is just not hardly anything of what all people collect. But the gas and oil stuff has really been hot for several years. It really does well. I watch some of these auction groups on Facebook and so forth. Man, I'm telling you, some of these oil cans, you just guys, you wouldn't believe what some of these cans are bringing if you're not in the business of doing this, collecting, buying, and selling, these kind of things. I mean, there was one on there I was looking at this morning, just a oil can. I think it was a Jenny brand, Jenny. That was I guess, a service station brand back in the day. Guys, that quart can, I believe it was a quart can, pretty sure. That can was up to like $800. I mean, unreal. And that's kind of what motivates me to get out here and look for this stuff. But you never know what you're going to find. I mean, you know, certain companies, like the Jenny gas company or whatever, a lot of those are regional companies. So, the chances that you're going to run across one like that here in West Tennessee, fairly slim. But we have other brands here. Of course, around here you always see a lot of Texaco and Gulf and Standard and Amico, stuff like that. Now, I personally do collect Standard Oil, collect some Amico. I like Pan Am. Pan Am stuff's a little harder to come by. Don't really collect Texaco or Gulf. Now, if I can get it at a good price, I'll buy it to resell because it does sell well, especially if it's a good looking can or sign or whatever. And the big thing now is graphics. People, the better the graphics on the can, the better it's going to sell. People like the graphics on them. So, always looking for stuff like that. But like I said, when you get on there and see a quart oil can that's sitting at like $800 on an auction, and yeah, it kind of motivates you to get out, and look, see what you can run across. A lot of times you may run up on an oil can somewhere, and they might have $100 on it. You'd be like, well, I'm not paying $100 for that can. Well, if you do your research ahead of time and know that particular can, it might sell for $400 or $500. You just really never know. I think the last high dollar can that I bought, just kind of taking a chance on, was a Lion Natural Lube oil can, quart can, and I give $150 for that can. Of course, I knew that it was a fairly rare can, one you don't see that often. So I went ahead and took a chance and bought it for $150 to show you around while I'm driving some of these just open fields and stuff. Well, I give $150 for that can, and wound up selling it for I think $225, something like that. So I made a little bit of money on it. It might have been 200, but somewhere between 200 and 225 is what it sold for. So and like I said, guys, to me that was taking a chance, because I don't collect that brand. So if I'd happened to have gotten stuck with that can, I guess I obviously would have kept it, but or just hope that I could have got close to what I paid for it or some of my money back out of it. But wound up doing good on that one and making a decent little profit on that. You just got to do your research on this stuff. When I first started out, I was buying stuff, and a lot of it, I didn't know what I was buying, really. I thought I did, but a lot of it just, I wasn't making any profit on it. I was lucky if I was breaking even on it. So, started buying license plates and started getting into license plates. And like I said before on another video, I don't really consider myself to be a collector of license plates. I do have some that I collect, I guess, but not really a die-hard collector. Like I said, I'm mostly looking to buy to resell, and I've probably done better, profit wise with license plates than I have anything else. Oil cans, signs, uh, and I like to deal with the smaller items, the quart cans. I do some gallon cans and 2 gallon cans and 5 gallon cans, but license plates are just real simple to ship. You know, uh, I get me a couple sheets of foam board at uh, at Lowe's or somewhere, which that's actually got sort of expensive. I can't remember exactly what it was, around $40 a sheet. But so I'll get a couple sheets of foam board, and that's what I'll use to ship my license plates. Pretty easy to ship those. Oil cans are not too bad to ship. Most time I ship them, I drain the oil out of them because most people, you got some that want them to be still full of oil. But a lot of people, and myself included, I just assume the cans be drained uh, because most of them, especially the cardboard composite cans, at some point they're going to start leaking. So if you got those in your collection and one of them starts leaking, it really can make a mess. The metal cans, they'll even leak. Sometimes they'll even start leaking. And then if you take a full quart can and drop it like off the shelf or it slips out of your hand and hits the floor, man, it's going to dent the shit out of that can. Now you take one that's been drained, that's empty, and you drop it. It still may damage it some, but it ain't going to be near as bad as if it was still full. So, me particularly, I've got some cans that are still full, mostly the metal ones. Uh, but honestly, I just assume the cans be drained, and that's usually how I ship them. Of course, obviously, it makes a difference in the price of shipping. I mean, a full oil can is going to be more because they're going by the weight. And then another thing, if it's full of oil, I mean, you have to tell the post office that it is liquid, so it has to be shipped by ground. Uh, Whereas, like if it's an empty oil can, it can be shipped, by air. So, it just costs a little bit more to ship a full can. Like I said, I'll ship them like that. It's you have to take more care in packaging it and everything if it's full, because like I said, guys, the post office and FedEx and UPS, they're not necessarily gentle with these packages, to start with. So to me, it's just simpler to package up and sell an empty can. Uh, and you still want to package them up good because at the end of the day, you want your buyer to get the can to them in the exact shape condition that it's in when they bought it. Obviously, you don't want to skimp on shipping and take a chance of something getting damaged. I mean, you got, like anything, word of mouth. You skimp on packaging, and you get a few things delivered that are damaged. People are going to jump on there and really run you down, and they should if you're going to cut corners like that. So, and I've got a lot of guys and ladies that buy from me that are repeat customers. So obviously, you do little things like make sure, number one, that you're always packaging stuff good and getting it to them in good shape. You got to make sure you're getting it sent out in a timely manner. You know, like if I sell something like, well, the plate I sold today, I'll have it packaged up and I'll have it in the mail Monday afternoon. So, I always try to get them out as quick as possible. Don't lag around on shipping because, like I said, people are going to talk. If you're slow to ship, some people are. I haven't had that problem with people I've bought from. Most of them, get the stuff to you pretty quick. So, but you always want to do that. And like I said, as far as shipping, I don't charge. A lot of times when you buy something, you'll see it'll say shipping and handling. Okay, so we know what shipping is. So what's handling? What are they talking about? Well, that's basically what they're talking about is the handling of the product. Probably basically the packaging up of it. They're charging you for the box, for the bubble wrap, for the peanuts that they're putting in there, whatever they're using for packing materials, and then carrying it to the post office. Well, I don't do that, and a lot of people that are in this hobby, they don't charge you. You know, you're not getting charged for the box. You're not getting charged for the packing material. Some people might slip it in there, but they're not going to say, shipping and handling. They may slip a little extra into their price to kind of help, cover recuperate some of the cost of that. But I don't do that. If I send you something, you're paying for the oil can per se, or whatever. You're not paying for the box or the bubble wrap or anything like that. So, and one thing I do to kind of keep my costs down, um, if I order something and it gets sent to me, then I keep the box. I reuse the boxes. Uh, I'm a dumpster diver. There's no shame in my game. I pulled bubble wrap here about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I hit a dumpster up. I think it's behind like a tractor supply company, and got a ton of bubble wrap out of there. They had thrown away. So I'll dumpster dive and get bubble wrap that I can use, anything I can use for packing materials, boxes, stuff like that. Because that, like I said, that keeps my costs down, and then I can pass those savings on to the people that are buying from me. You know, so anyway, guys, we're getting close to where I want to get out and do a little looking. So just thought I'd get on there and take you for a little ride through the country, and we'll get back on, maybe kind of show you some of the stuff I've got. I did a video, and I don't have it uploaded just right now, but I did a video on the license plates that I was talking about earlier. Uh, so I'll get that video posted so you can actually see it. And the video obviously was done before I ever sold any of them, so you'll get to see the plates that I'm talking about in that video. So, by the way, we're in McKenzie, Tennessee. I don't know if you can see that, but the gas prices are $3.75 a gallon. It looks like that one there's $3.75. The Shell's $3.76. So around $3.75 a gallon. So that's what we're at here in this part of West Tennessee. I know a lot of people are curious about what gas prices are different places around the country. Little old towns like this, you see, they got a Sonic, and they got a Dairy Queen and a Domino's Pizza. And that's about it, man, for these these little towns, man. They got some little mom and pop restaurants too. They got a Mexican restaurant here. I've never eaten at it. They say it's really, really good. But anyway, guys, I'll get that video, the plates posted, so you can kind of see I've been talking about these plates, but you get to see the plates and see what they are. Like I said, some of them, by the time the video gets out, some of them are going to be already sold. Hopefully, I wish they're all sold by then, and it could. A lot of them probably will be. But all right, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next video.